All right, I've got the Jesse and Megan game. They're up and away, and we've got a straight e4. Um, and I've got to ask you. I mean, you've played a number of these kind of positions. This particular paradigm position with the bishops right next to each other on the king's side. Does it make it easier for you to work with them when they're like that, or do you like them to be a little bit apart, or at least if they are together on the queen's side?
For me, the challenge in this one are always those two outposts, the squares on d5, f5, or f4, d4. So for me, I think that knight c3 could be a little bit of an inaccuracy, in a sense that, exactly, black can play c6 and then knight e6, and black is able to move either to f4 or white, because white has chosen this knight to go to c3. The knight would rather have been better on e3. I'm not saying directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm 100%. I must admit, listening to you now, and obviously playing in the last one with the Kings before this, I never actually, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my knights. If I go into a game, I will play a knight give versus a bishop any day of the week. 9 times out of 10 we'll lose it, but I'll play it anyway. But I do, I'm one of those very few players that actually enjoy knights. I enjoy outposts. I never actually, and I think Ryan even mentioned this before. For some reason, outposts in Paradigm are actually more dangerous than in normal chess for some reason. Like they're more pronounced.
They're the key.
They're the key.
Yeah.
They're the secret key, basically.
They are the key. Yeah.
The skeleton
Yeah,
key to Paradigm chess.
Yeah. Outposts. You need to get outposts going. So, for example, I think knight b6 was probably too rushed for me. Because I'm not sure what this knight is doing on b6. Oh, she wants to play d5. Okay.
Yeah, she's going for d5. She's going for straight on.
Right.
I'm smashing the center.
That makes sense then. Okay, d5. But okay, white should play here probably d4.
Yeah, I think white should play d4 straight away. Trade, knight takes, and the bishop. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. So she's stopping d5 this way. Very good. Hey, Harry, how are you doing, Henry?
Good, thank you.
Good, man. Good seeing you.
Henry just decides he's going to quietly sneak in here. Welcome, Henry. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How about you? How are you?
Very well, thank you, man. Very, very well. Enjoying some Saturday chess, and I'll have my what do you call it? Ashes out in the background while we are enjoying the women do battle today.
Yeah, that's exciting game.
Very. It is exciting.
So D4 has been played, Watu? Ooh.
Yes, D4 has been played, and knight f4 is very interesting. Could be dangerous for black though, because it means you are losing the center, right? I mean, you're letting go of the center completely. I mean, I can play knight takes f4. You left to play e takes f4, and I can put my dragon anywhere, dragon d2 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know about this move. It's not a move I would have thought of playing. Let's put it that way.
Again, I think black's gone about this a bit wrong because, again, very, very low development on black's side, for starters.
I don't like knight f4. I don't like knight f4 at all.
No, I agree with you. Knight f4 is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what knight f4 is? Knight f4 is pouring your drink in your glass without the mix and then taking a sip. That's what knight f4 is.
Yeah.
Thinking
now, look, black was in the game, and now black is just something wrong, because first and foremost, right, there is a dragon e2 will hit f4, so you probably have to play g5, right?
Yeah.
But now, when you play g5, the problem is that e5 and knight e4 is always there in the air.
Yes. And you got that loving outpost on d6. Doesn't it just look beautiful to you?
Well, do you think
Yeah.
Black can mix it up a bit and try something like f5 here? Or do you think it's a little bit too crazy?
I think Black should mix it up completely here already. Because if you wait, it's going to be too late. I
That's
think Black should go crazy.
that's a Kenny Willenberg move, Henry.
It definitely
F5.
is, but I think it needs to be played, right? You need to go. Actually, I like Henry's idea here. F5 idea, knight c4 later on. Then you can sort of knight c4, knight e3. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
F5
yeah,
is-
yeah.
yeah. I think you have to, because if you let white settle, it's going to be a problem. You know, if you let,
Yeah.
what does she want? She wants to play dragon h4, but is it really such a threat? Like, for example, if I go dragon e2, if you play dragon h4 check and I go king f1, I mean, I'm asking you, how are you going to defend f4? I mean, I don't know.
But again, it's again one of those scenarios where I'm throwing a jab, I'm throwing a jab, I'm throwing a jab, and if you don't know how to parry the jab's going to hurt, right? It's gonna set up for the knockout blow. So, I mean, I must admit, the more you guys talk about F5, the more I'm like, yeah, I can understand F5. But then you look at, you're also going to look at the players. Is Jesse going to play an aggressive move like F5? More than likely not.
Yes.
More than likely not.
But it's up early. She is normally quite active, a very active player.
Active, not aggressive.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But now, actually, after dragon f2, because my argument is that the dragon f3 is not really doing much now. So, can Black play f5? What do you think? Now.
Or even d5 maybe.
d5 also. f6 also possible, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's-
F6 is to get the knight to c5. That's c4. F6 is just to play the knight to c4.
Yeah, but now I play dragon from f2 to d3, can't I?
Yes.
Re-emphasizing my pressure.
You don't have bishop h4 check anymore. On dragon h4 check.
Exactly. There's no longer dragon h4 check, so my dragon f3 is doing nothing. Maybe I relocate the dragon to c4, and I stop knight c4 nicely, and then I can castle, and my knight is coming to e2 at some point. I think I'm getting some nice coordination. If I play dragon, I must stop knight c4 for sure.
Ooh.
Okay.
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 That's
Oh,
quite
she's
nice. It's
threatening-
still threatening.
But she's threatening dragon takes f4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you have to protect the f4 first, but just
Right.
I think it's a little bit too early to play knight e2 maybe.
No,
Like,
the
what
problem-
if I
yeah.
bishop d3? It's not that harmonious.
Exactly. The problem is the harmony. The dragon f2 is now not involved anymore because the dragon cannot move. The dragon f2 is now a dead piece, so not dead, but cannot move. You know, knight e2 was rushed. Imagine if I had the same position with my dragon d3.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
first dragon d3, then knight e2. Much more harmonious.
You think we'll play d3 here?
I think you gotta go b3 now, unfortunately. But now I can play a5 and things like this. I don't know.
Even
It's getting
d5.
interesting.
d5 as well. Like,
d5. I like d5. I like d5.
it's gonna be hard to
Okay,
like,
right.
keep that center, but it's gonna be hard to. There's no good way to really keep the tension maybe.
You know what? I liked White's position, but now after 92 g5, all of a sudden I'm leaning towards Black's position.
You like chopping the fence there, Watu.
No. Well, after move, after certain moves for sure. Yeah, b3 must come and now d5. Yeah,
But d5
I
is.
prefer Black. I don't like the dragon on f2. I don't like the knight on e2. Oh my god, I really don't like many of these.
I have a random question for White, and this is now puzzling me because I can see what Black can do. So, for example, here Black castling queenside is great. Okay, it's great for Black.
Yeah.
Where's White's king going? I don't want a castle on the king's side. That looks horrible. And I don't want a castle on the queen's side because that looks worse.
Because before you even
Yeah,
think
but
about stuff, you think, what are you gonna do about this? What's going on in the center?
Well, that's why I was
think
looking
White
at castling. I was like, I'm just going to ignore it and castle, right?
Now, White has really misplayed this, unfortunately. which can happen in this variant, because it's so difficult to evaluate. Like you cannot use normal chess evaluation, which I think Dragon F2 was like a normal chess move, not to allow check. But I think somehow the things have gotten away from. Okay, let me play A4 then. What A4?
Yeah, A4 is not bad. But even crossing kingside.
Can I raise your A4 to an H4? Yeah, I mean, we're going to be aggressive. Let's be aggressive, type of thing, right?
Okay. Question: can I play here C4? Just to. Oh no, I cannot because I'm. But it's a sacrifice, right? No, I cannot play. No, sorry.
But I think she's gone. I think she's gone Queen B2 so she can castle queenside.
You can maybe C4 D4 castle kingside maybe.
Yes. C4 D4 castle kingside. Rook C1. Yes. Get some.
Yeah, I had a feeling she was going to go castling queenside. I'm not a fan of this.
No, I'm not a fan. I think that the black squares are very weak, and I think black can already think about attacking the black squares somehow. If I can double my dragons on that F8 A3 diagonal, it would be quite nice.
It'll take you a while though.
Why not? Why? Okay, let's say I go dragon distance with the. Okay, that's interesting.
To go dragon F8, I'm pretty sure she's played, because that's the first thing I looked at was dragon here to dragon
now
F8.
Dragon F8. Now dragon.
Yeah.
F8. Very nice.
Yeah. That's exactly why dragon H6 happened.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice way. Much faster way. Now the problem is dragon A3, and now white is in disarray. I think H4 was just missed by Megan. Missed the whole idea of what's going on? Queen sacrifice.
Yeah.
But is it enough? It's only for the dragon. Dragon and knight, yes. Dragon and rook, yes. But just for the dragon, it's not enough.
Well, I think sort of what maybe helps her in this position is that it's still pretty blocked, so the dragon can maybe compete with the queen for the time being.
Yeah, but look at that dragon on F2. I'm still at mid. Cannot even move.
Okay, maybe something. That knight on E2 has to go somewhere, and the bishop, the dragon on F2 has to.
But she's not attacking anything here. I mean, like, I can play here Queen D6, for example. I dare to take and then play Queen A3 check, Oh, this way, take and then Queen D6. H7 is protected. Dragon and rook, no problem. Just dragon, Queen D6.
I must admit, the more I look at this position, the more I see white. You know that song, London Bridge is falling down? White is crumbling down.
But you know what? As Henry says, the main problem that white has, that knight on E2 must move. The knight on E2 must get out of the way and allow the dragon to get into the game. Dragon D3 or something.
Yeah. But I think it's a little too late for that in this position.
There is no coordination. That's the problem.
You can still make it a little bit. You can make black work for the point still. Like if you keep everything solid and protected and sort of try to keep everything close, then you can still try to ask black to sort of prove.
No, for sure.
Guys, let's do a quick switch. Let's go to Becca's game.
Okay.
Let's go to Rebecca's game.
That's a nice knight.
Yeah, the knight on G6 is quite nice. But
not anything I would have taken the rook. No, not sure.
I must admit, I'm not too unhappy to go and exchange down here with the knight for the rook, considering.
No, you're right. I would not have taken the rook either. The knight is so good.
What about it like a little bit longer, at least?
Well, considering you guys are loving outposts, right? Knight G5, Knight E4. So Knight F7 G5, Knight F6 to D4. to e4.
I get you. But I could always keep you with f3.
I don't think you can kick me in this. Remember, your knight is not looking beautiful there, ne?
Well, you have to sack your dragon, right? I get you, but you are right. It is an idea, yeah? Knight g5. Because even if I do play f3, you've got things like h5, right? And h5, h4, taking h2. Yeah, I like knight g4, g5. Interesting idea, very.
What Rebecca seems to be doing all of it is like playing quite practical chess. You know, sort of keeping a little bit on the clock and taking her chances. Maybe objectively not getting the best positions, but definitely practically putting some pressure on her opponents.
So here in this position, there are two options for Rebecca. Either knight g5 directly or h5. h5 is also very interesting. So h5 asks
can't you go knight e4 here? Knight f6 to e4?
Aha. Also possible, yeah.
Okay, I would have preferred the knight f6 to... I like my knight on g5, to be honest. Okay, so knight takes.
Bring more pieces. Sorry, Andrew, what were you saying?
No, I was saying... Yeah, but the difference is if I played... if my knight was on g5, I had the option of playing f takes e4 and then allowing my queen to come in and sacks on h3, whereas now I don't have that option.
Okay, that's a good point. That is a good point.
But you see, the issue now with white is goes back to coordination. The dragon on b1, great. The dragon on d3. But now let's ask the question: what is they actually not doing?
I mean, you can also like another way to look at the position what this is say, would you, if you're white, take off your rook on a1 if you could take off black's knight on e4?
Yes, you would.
Easily, without thinking. Without thinking. So
the question is now, how does black now improve? This is the critical
H5,
question.
H5, 94, anything. I think the problem is white. How does white play the position? This is the problem. I think this.
Oh, I don't like that move.
What happened?
Bishop h2. What? Dragon bishop h2. Oh, that's beautiful. I like it. I changed my mind. I like it now. Moves the bishop out to play queen d6 with the idea of bishop to g1 with queen h
G1.
with queen h2 mate. Beautiful.
I feel about this. This is that good. Seems like
okay. What if I play dragon from b to c4?
Yeah, that's what Khadija also suggesting.
Then okay, then we have to calculate. Knight g3 check, f takes g3, queen takes g3. Is there a threat? I think not. There's no threat.
But dragon is stuck, right?
Oh.
Excuse me? What?
Dragon is like kind of stuck.
But now it's back for sure.
But not this way. I mean, this is dangerous.
Dragon G3.
Dragon g3, rook f3, dragon h5.
Or even knight f2, right? Yeah,
Knight f2 check. Knight f2 check better.
I'm not sure. Do you want to retake the rook or do you want to keep the knight? I'm not sure.
I want to keep the knight. You're right. Keep the knight is stronger, right? Keep the knight.
It's like a chess reflex, you know.
Exactly. You are right. Knight f2 is like what you play chess, right? But I think just keep the knight. Keep the knight. So rook f3, just play dragon h4. Keep the knight. Keep the knight. Dragon h4 is stronger. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, that knight is a monster. That knight is the strongest piece on the board. But you see this, Andrew. No one can fight against the knight on e4.
No. Look, I'm watching this intently with these outposts, and I mean, for someone that like me who loves my knights anyway, this is like being in seventh heaven, you know.
Absolutely. The knight on e4. I hope she doesn't play knight f2. Just keep that knight. That knight has no opposition. Play dragon h5, whatever. h5, h4.
I take a dragon h5 here is not...
No threat, right? Dragon h4. I think dragon h4 is more to the point.
I think the last thing on dragon h4 is she went for it.
Yeah, she went for it.
Yeah, I think
Pity, really.
black might still be a little bit better, maybe, but it definitely makes it easier to play for white.
Okay, now it changes things though. I mean, who's better now? The thing is that I control the center is white. I think white is okay. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm more in control as white. I don't like knight f2 at all. Not at all.
There's a lovely okay, so now there comes that dragon bishop. That's painful. I was saying there was a lovely little idea where black could play the idea of e5, pawn takes, rook takes, and then queen takes the dragon bishop, and you have two dragon bishops versus the dragon bishop and rook. But obviously with dragon bishop c4, that ended that argument.
Ooh. The threat is maybe some like dragon e4 now. No, queen takes h3. Queen takes h3 mate is the threat.
Oh wow!
Mate threat.
Okay, there is no ways. I'm telling you this. There's no ways Rebecca sees that. No ways.
Queen takes h3 checkmate.
Rebecca does not see that.
Huh?
I'm telling you, Rebecca does not see that.
It's checkmate.
How can you not see that?
Wow.
I must admit, I will be very surprised if Rebecca plays queen takes h3 mate.
But you gotta play queen takes f2 only move. There's nothing else.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything, but I don't. Oh, you can play.
Nothing.
You can play dragon
Nothing.
f1. Maybe. Dragon f1.
Queen h3 checkmate. Then dragon h2. I see.
Dragon f2.
Yes.
Okay, then dragon g3 is still like pins, and you still can't take the queen, huh?
Oh, dragon g3 resigns there. Okay, king g1. Then you lose the queen takes dragon king f1.
You guys are giving the dragon way too much credit. You're giving way too much credit for Becca to see this, guys.
But Andrew, why do you play queen h4, right? I mean, if you wanted to move the dragon, you play dragon h4.
I must admit, when I was looking at black's position, the first thing I wanted to play is queen h4. No reason or other than my queen is around the king. That is.
Think, like, what am I going to do after rook f1? Maybe you want to play dragon e4, maybe. But,
yeah.
So,
I think the idea is dragon e4 and then queen takes h3. Yes, definitely that would be the idea.
I think you should give her a little bit more credit.
Well, I know one thing. Her opponent saw queen h3.
Yeah, that's the point. Wow.
I promise you, I am going to ask Rebecca, did she see queen h3 mate?
I think she saw it.
I don't think she did.
Beautiful mate, but I think she saw it.
It is it's a beautiful mate, but just based on the fact that she missed winning queens earlier with the dragon bishop, the chances of missing that mate is quite high.
But I didn't like queen takes e3, eh? This is dangerous. Now I play.
G5.
Huh?
G6 and then dragon on the jump to e5 or something.
Exactly. Why would you take on e3 and open up for the dragon?
I don't like that though.
I don't like that move.
You guys aren't liking too many moves right now.
No, I like queen h4.
Look,
That
it's
was
time
right.
trouble. It's time trouble. So
Yeah, it's under 3 minutes.
Yeah. But I don't like that move. I'm just playing this and then just dragon e5. Then I think black. Okay, she allows it again because now rook f1.
So, where's she gonna go with the queen?
Oh, e takes d5.
E takes d5. I must admit, I love the move e takes d5 here.
E takes d5 is a strong move. Okay, now d6.
The game's also uneven, like moments of like brilliance and moments of.
Yeah. But very nice, exciting stuff. Okay, what do you do with the dragon? Do you go dragon d6? I think you should to try and sort of.
Right? If you go to like b8 or b8,
Then the dragon is out of the game, right?
then white actually has a better position probably.
Exactly. Okay, so dragon e5 comes. Now attacking g7, forcing rook g8. Dragons c4 to e5. Only move. Come on.
Yeah, there must be. It's like a no-brainer. It's not
A no-brainer.
You know what's an interesting move here, guys? Instead of dragon b6, b5 looked very interesting.
But b5 possible.
Yeah,
but b5 and I would have still played dragon e5.
Oh, dragon e5. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I see that there's some issues here. Wait a second. What if I really, really go crazy and go dragon e3, right? Threatening mate. You play dragon takes g7, king h7.
No, but there's a lot of checks going there.
I know, but where do you check?
Not really.
Dragon f6 check. I mean on g7 to f6.
Ah, then you pick up the rook. So,
Second e6 check.
and if I go, okay, wait a second, guys. What if I go dragon e3, dragon takes g7, king g8?
Dragon h6. No, you can go to h7.
Yes. If you check on h6, I go to h7.
The other dragon on f6.
You can go
You
to
play the
f7.
other dragon.
That's crazy. There must be like, that's very, like, if you want to do that as black, you must be 100% sure there is no checkmate. Huh?
No, you push the
I know.
pawn.
I know, but I'm look. What I'm trying to say is that I think that this version, this one, exact. I'm worried about dragon c3, and then you got nothing. I mean, now you gotta go.
That pawn like on g6 is like, yeah, I mean, white position is a dream compared to what I had like a few moves ago.
Exactly. Now you gotta go queen c2. But still not easy. And now,
Yeah,
what do I do?
Why could go rook f3 with c3 somehow? That creates a bit of an issue.
And now makes threat.
Can you take on g7?
What do you play, John?
Can you take on g7?
Hmm.
Then king
King
h7.
h7.
But they don't.
Dragon
It's
f6.
Down f6 check. Rook g6.
And maybe you don't want to open that g file as well.
You don't want to open that g file as well. But how do you defend here?
You have to.
d7 was a mistake.
But
d7 was a mistake, guys. How do you defend?
You can go rook g1.
Then queen f2. How do you defend?
Jeez, this game is topsy-turvy. That's all I say.
Queen f2, dragon f3.
Ah, dragon f2. Yes.
I mean, it's not ideal because your coordination is breaking.
Yeah, you break the coordination for sure. Then I play rook d8, no? Rook d8, then I pick up the pawn. So there is some problems now here. d7 was a mistake, yeah?
A little bit hasty, yeah.
But I don't see anything other than rook g1. It's the only move, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's the only move.
Can you play like a dragon e1? No, it doesn't protect e2.
It doesn't protect. So you've gotta. Oh, you can play rook f3, guys. Rook f3.
The back rank, some back rank stuff.
Back rank is a pawn.
okay, 3 was good.
Rook f3, queen c1.
King h2.
King
Yes.
h2, don't you get checkmated in g1
I go to g3.
with rook queen c1? King h2, rook queen
Yeah.
g1 checkmate.
King g3.
No, king g3. I'm still alive.
Oh,
Oh, what were you doing?
What is that?
that's a big blunder.
What is that?
That's just a big blunder. That's an interesting game though.
But you're opening the g file.
No, that's a.
Oh, but you're threatening queen f6. You're threatening dragon f6 check. Okay.
Yeah, but again, just take on g7 now. There's nothing. I think you don't see rook g6 to block the check, right? Probably.
Yes.
Because,
But what do you play here, black? Queen
yeah,
f2.
sorry?
What do you play?
The
You
rook
play queen
g7?
f2. Rook g7 I take.
Oh, you take the. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Then if you take I get a queen. Then I get a queen. Then I'm
You
threatening pepper for check.
You think queen f2 is maybe more accurate, right?
I think queen f2 is the move here for black.
Queen f2, dragon c3, f6 check, king g6. This is dicey. This is dicey. This is very dicey.
You've got 3 minutes. Calculate it. There's no rush to find.
But do you think you can calculate that? Queen f2, dragon c3, f6, king g6, dragon, let's say, g7, e8 check, rook takes, then I take and say dragon is checkmate.
If you got
That's really
dragon,
nice
dragon
variation.
f2, dragon f6 check, rook g6. Where's your next check?
Wait. So queen f2, right? I go dragon c3 to f6 check.
Oh, dragon c3 to f6 check. Okay.
Then you play king g6.
King g6,
right? Then
yeah.
I play dragon g7 to e8 check. You must play with the. You must take it with the rook. Then I play d7 takes e8 dragon checkmate.
Yeah. So
Holy
you have to play
smokes.
Yeah, right?
So what do you have to play here then?
Rook g7. So rook takes g6, dragon takes g7, queen f2 there maybe.
Yeah, then don't I have a perpetual check? Shoot.
Yeah, I think so. Mm.
Then draw. Then I can just perpetual check you.
So I'll
So
also
it's a-
take on rook takes g7, dragon g7, king g7, queen, and then I mean materially you're still up in material with black, so you just need to stop the perpetual somehow.
If you play rook takes,
No.
g7, right? Dragon.
Yeah.
Then what are you gonna play?
Then I take. White must take the rook.
Okay. And then queen f2.
Oh, I see.
But that's still perpetual, right?
Where's the perpetual?
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Where's the after
Ah.
queen f2? Where's the perpetual? Because if you go
Okay,
bishop,
I have to go. Okay, I go dragon f6 check. You go king g6, right?
yes.
Dragon knight.
Then I go dragon e8 check. It's a perpetual. It's a perpetual. You gotta go king h7, then I go back to f6, then perpetual check.
I mean, black has to take here on g7 probably.
Black must take. To
Queen.
win.
And then like some dragon d5 maybe.
Dragon d5, yeah. Then if queen d7 check, but how do you escape? Queen d7 check, where do you go?
King f6.
Queen d8 check,
Dragon e7.
queen h8 check.
King g8. No, we can get king f7.
Then I go. Yeah, but you. What? This could be dangerous.
Ah, that's
This is
lost.
losing.
That's lost. Bishop
That's
f6.
losing.
Bishop f6. Queen
That's a
d8.
mistake.
Queen d2 is the
Queen
mistake.
f6 check and then queen. Huh?
Yeah. Dragon bishop f6.
What was that? That's 22. Okay, that's 30 seconds though. I mean, panic, yeah? Yeah, queen and it's finished. Wow. 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 What
What happened in the other game, by the way?
this one was just exciting. Okay, but now white is winning, right? Let's
Yeah.
go to the other game.
It should be finished the other game. I think Jesse won that
It's
other
finished.
game. Yeah. Remember, it was completely winning when we left.
Oh, you take the rook as well? No.
Ah, no. Okay, no. This is.
What? Yeah, it looks like this game is going to be less chaotic in terms of development because.
Lauren? Hi, Lauren. Well, I don't know if Lauren does hear me. I'm not sure if she received the challenge too.
She says, I have accepted Khadija not starting the game though.
Okay. Okay, see you.
Alright.
No, I don't receive anything.
Yeah, it's not starting on her side. I think there's an issue there. So it might be a refresh screen or
Anything,
something.
Lauren? Hi, Lauren. I'm not sure.
Alright, and in this game looks like pretty decent development for both players.
Okay, I'm just going to show the scores quickly. And as we can see, we got Rebecca on 1, Khadija on 1, Lauren on 2, Megan on 0, Jesse on 2, and yeah, that's the scores as we have it. Right, let's get back into the games, because I feel like my co-commentator is on the edge of his seat. Which one are we looking at? Rebecca, yeah?
Rebecca's game. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I would think that at the moment, white is slightly better. Again, there we go. Oh, 94 is very strong. Attacking C2. The knight must come back. Okay, so I immediately changed my... No, but 97 check is the queen, right? Andrew, are you watching this?
I am watching. 97 is the queen gone.
Yeah, what's going on? It's 97 and take the queen and then... That's it.
Or maybe knight c2 is the problem.
But the rook is defended as well, eh? King d1 and the king.
What about knight e7 check, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the rook is defended. You're right. Oh my gosh! What have we just seen here?
They both missed it. Someone. It's called what is it called? It's called mass blindness or something. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening now because f5 is very dangerous against white. This is very weird now. Yeah, black plays f5 and it's white is struggling to
Was 97 that difficult to miss?
Well, it was difficult because somehow Rebecca trusted Megan, but you know.
Maybe.
No, wait. Is Mary Lauren? I'm not sure who's.
I'll tell you now. Give me a sec. Rebecca is playing Megan. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, now black is better, right? So now, yeah, white has to once again so c5 now would be something like that, right? Although c5, the knight goes back to d5. So I really like that knight on d5, but I don't think there's a way to maintain it. What?
Whoa! Why did you take with the bishop?
I don't understand. I mean, what's going on here? Now 95 is back. Now 97 is back on the cards and King A7. Okay, so you gotta play King B8.
Queen takes a2. Is a7 is a massive threat here.
Yeah, that's why you have to play King B8 on the move.
What is going on? Have I lost the plot? Did we step into a side universe here?
It seems like it. Where I don't know what's happening, but it should be King B8 now. I mean, oh, Andrew.
Yes.
You know what? The 97 check is still now possible.
97 check is definitely possible because now you pick up the dragon bishop if you want.
Anything. You pick up everything.
Oh my gosh. Are we gonna? The question is, are we gonna see 97? Are we gonna see Queen A7? What are we gonna see here? Because right now, I have no clue. We were able to read these games relatively with ease earlier, And now,
Yeah, now-
I'm not so sure.
I don't know
Rebecca,
what's happening. No, Queen A7 is a blunder, right? Because then dragon takes. I mean,
oh,
so-
Queen is okay. The Queen, the bishop does take. You're right. So
but 97.
97 must be 97. The board is screaming
It's
97.
It's no longer, you know, in chess, Andrew, you've got a family fork, right? Like you've got a family fork. This is not a family fork. It's a country fork. 97.
Oh my gosh, knight b4, 97 missed
I know.
again.
No. Okay, well, back to the game. She's focusing on dragon, on queen takes a7. So she wants to make that work. And but now the question is, what does black play? Okay, black just plays dragon d4. Dragon d4. Dragon takes, pawn takes. If you take with the dragon, I take queen takes, then I can play king b8 or whatever. Just can I just play dragon d4? I think I have to. Check. Oh, it's check even. Yeah, dragon d4 check. Dragon takes, then pawn takes. Then dragon takes. Yeah, okay, then you take, queen takes, then king b8. At least it's not Armageddon immediately.
I need to get my blanket. It's
Now this
bloody
game
cold.
is too exciting to ignore because of the blunders that are there. I'm just
Jeez.
thinking, right?
Blunder City, brother. Blunder City.
But now, okay, black. I don't see any other move except dragon d4. I mean, you definitely cannot allow queen takes.
Well, listen, we couldn't see anything but knight d7, and we
I
didn't
know,
see knight e7, so
I know. I know. But I don't. It's impossible because otherwise you really are getting checkmated. But again, you know, once black doesn't play this and for so long, then she doesn't see. That's the problem.
Ah, she's seen it.
Yeah. It's the only move. Yeah. Okay, so white takes, pawn takes, then queen takes, and the question though is that does black have enough compensation? And I would say with the it's normal chess now, Andrew.
Yes.
By the way, but then with the queen, with the king, white king a little bit unsafe. So maybe black has got a bit of compensation. Like okay, white has to take with the dragon, then pawn takes, dragon takes, queen takes, king b8. Probably, where do you go with your king? Do you go to the queen side or king side? Do you go rook f1, rook e1, king f1, or do you go rook a, e1, king d1? Is the question.
Thanks, man.
You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
have to try and hide that. What? She gives the queen. What is happening? Andrew, help me out, please.
We have stepped into an alternate universe, and this is not Rebecca playing.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Why is the queen not hanging, if I may ask? What are we thinking about? I mean, okay, we take the queen, the opponent takes back, and we play like c6 or whatever. And we've just gotten queen for a dragon, just like that. And we're happy. I don't know, okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna watch what's happening.
I'm lost for words.
What?
What is going on here? Why did you just take? Does no one want to take the freaking queen?
I don't know. I don't understand.
It's the
These
gambit of the
queens-
queens, ladies and gentlemen. They're gambling their queens away. They're not interested in holding their queens.
But you see, Andrew, these queens don't want to take queens. That's the point.
Apparently not. Apparently not. The queen is not an option.
Oh. Okay.
Now, I will
Alright,
say, let's say, okay, so the dragon bishop can't take now, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the knight is going to go back to d5. I'm almost convinced this knight is going back to d5.
On the move.
Okay, the knight's going back to d5.
Okay.
Or it's not.
Or it's not. Okay, but that is a fair move because
I don't mind c3. C3 has options. You've got rook c1. You're hitting the weakness on e5, on e4, on d4. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with this move, but it's hurting my brain trying to figure out what their plans are.
But I can't believe black took so easily because now the queen is in the game. The rook can get into the game. I mean, white has got the option of rook c1 if they want.
Rook c1 looks very nice, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, it will force like king b8. But I like this also. The problem now is queen takes a7 is threatening. And if you play king b8, maybe dragon b5 is a big threat also.
Your dragon b5 is nasty, huh?
Yeah, black is now, I think black is losing. Because, okay, we have to do that.
Dragon b5 now anyway.
Anyway. Threatening dragon c6, rook c1. I think it's game over, right?
Come on, dragon b5. Come on, dragon b5. I mean, we've seen some bad chess tonight in this round, but we've got to see the move dragon b5, surely.
No, it's coming. It will come. It's the only move, yeah? It's the only move. Dragon b5. No, okay, but still coming. Possibilities.
Dragon b5.
Dragon b5. Now. No. They're tired, maybe, you know.
I must admit, I think fatigue is playing a role now. I mean, I remember, you know, our games were slightly longer, and I remember, okay, there's dragon b5, good move. I remember playing, and you know, you play 2-3 tough games in a row. Those games are rough. So fatigue is definitely playing a role, but maybe also the pressure of having to win this game.
Yeah, but I think black is just lost now, unfortunately. There's nothing that black can do. Nothing. Because you don't have rook c8. Because if you play rook c8, I just play dragon d6.
The thing is, you've got dragon. Okay.
No, but I can take. Okay, now I've got so many options, right?
I would still play dragon a6. Must be the move.
Okay, dragon a6 check. Then you play king. King b8.
Then rook c8, rook c7. Mate in 3, mate in 2.
Lights out, yeah. Yeah, so this is it's finished.
All right, we've got it.
It's finished. King b8 may be the only.
But then you play rook knight c6. Okay, rook c7. Rook c7. Come on, rook c7. There we go. All right, got a bit better now near the end here, but definitely some shaky moves in the beginning there.
Yeah, very shaky game. Yeah. Now there's a very beautiful mate threat of dragon b7 check.
And then knight a6.
Knight a6 check.
I like that. I saw that. I saw that with rook c7, which I'm sure you also saw as well. I think the only saving grace move here is actually, it's not even a saving grace.
No, there's nothing. It's resignable.
It's a resigning position, 100%.
Yeah, you have to play some to c8 and then rook takes everything. Dragon takes c8, then you mate.
Yeah.
Mate. Please find a beautiful mate.
Dragon b7, knight a6. Let's see this. There we go. Dragon b7.
And knight a6. Yeah, beautiful.
Beautifully played. But wow, not a good game by either player, to be honest.
No.
All right, let's go to Khadija, and I think it's Lauren here.
Are you not going to say something quickly? Or are we going to go to the game immediately?
We're going to go straight to the game, yeah. Let's get straight into it.
All right. Okay.
So Lauren, wow. There's a lot going on in this position. I don't know if you've seen it, but whoa. Knight takes.
It's happening here.
Madness.
Wow. I want to see how this came about.
Yeah, you have a look. I'm just analyzing this position because I think Bishop A5 is a massive threat here.
Wow.
Lauren's. I mean, I'm looking at Black's position. At first, I thought, it's not looking good. But after Knight takes Knight, Dragon Bishop A5, B4 doesn't work because Dragon Bishop takes and the Queen comes in after that. So Bishop A5, there it is. Bishop A5 played.
Right.
You've got to play a move like King F1.
Yeah, then you take on P3, right?
Yes.
It's Dragon A4. Yeah, you gotta go King F1. I mean, what else? King F1. Then you have to take on P3. But okay, what if I take everything on P3 and then I take on E5?
Yeah, the problem is E5. I was even looking at Knight takes. Wait, I was even looking at Knight takes D4 first, but I don't think it works.
Unfortunately, my dragon on C2 is protected, and I can take yours, right? And then
yeah.
So this way, okay. So white has to take the dragon takes and then take on E5. I don't know what is happening there. The king is unsafe, but can black take advantage of this? That's the question.
A slightly better game than the last one.
Yeah. No, much more, definitely. But who has to win here? Is it?
I think Khadija needs to win. Let me just double check. Who's Rebecca playing? Oh, sorry. Who's playing her? Rebecca. Khadija and Lauren. Khadija needs the win. Khadija needs the win. Lauren's already on 2 points. Oh no! Blunder!
What's happening?
She played Bishop C2 and Knight took the bishop straight away. Blunder the dragon bishop straight away.
No, but didn't she? No, but she exchanged, isn't it?
Oh, she exchanged. Yeah. Sorry.
She exchanged, right? She exchanged.
Okay, not so bad. She exchanged then.
No.
Could have been worse.
Right, it's all right. It could have been worse.
You know when you come back because you're doing something else, you come back, look at the board, you just see Bishop C2, you forget that there was a piece standing on that square.
Yes. I understand. Let's see. Who is the better position here? Is it Knight A1? What a move! Very creative.
Dragon Bishop D2?
Yeah, and then I would play something like Rook C2, right?
Then Dragon Bishop B4, I would assume.
I see. Yeah, because Knight D4 is always threatening, yeah?
Yeah, Knight D4 is nasty threat, that one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, black is better. Yeah, black has got to be better.
Dark
Um,
undue stress placed on all of us, Andrew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. do you play
and
knight
now 90.
knight d4 now?
Well, 94 dragon c3. 94 dragon c3. So I like rook d8. Just increasing the pressure. Threatening rook takes d3, right?
Yes.
So queen, oof, white is in dire straits here. Because the problem, the pieces don't coordinate. That queen is out of the game.
The knight on
And,
a1 is useless.
Useless. So you gotta play rook d1. This is a beautiful game by Megan. Let's see.
She's gone
Okay,
for
dragon
that.
c3. Dragon c3 is first. Mm.
Ma, can I get something, please?
Right. But you know what? Maybe in this position, black should not take. Black
No,
should
I
just
don't.
play
I
queen
don't think you
e7.
must take the bishop. No.
Yeah, yeah. This was queen e7.
Yeah, I was looking. You know, in a position like this, you know, how do you fix your worst piece? And I mean, queen e7. Mom, I'm streaming. Queen e7, and then castle kingside, and then
Yeah.
you know, sort of put
Yeah.
pressure on these center pawns.
Yeah, queen e7 and you're better. Yeah, it's important not to exchange that.
And the knight on a1 is dead.
Exactly. The thing is that the knight on d4 is your magical piece because no,
Oh
I don't like this.
no.
Okay, now exactly f4 and then it's white is back. Yeah.
Yeah, white's
And
trading that bishop wasn't the best option there.
no, it could have been better if you just leave it.
And now you're in a. Okay, I saw a5 and a4. I mean, I saw this, but again, you're pushing, and your king is in the center. Your queen's not developed. Your other rook is out of the game. I mean, one move for white, like king f2, for example, and the game changes.
Okay, but you know what? I think white is not being 100% careful because actually, okay, I was thinking that b4 because it
Yeah.
allows the knight.
b4 looked like such a nice move, and then it
Yeah.
takes a takes, and the knight can go back to
Exactly,
e4
Exactly.
d4. So
Now d4 is a good move. Now no more of this d4 outpost.
and you got to worry because e4 d5's coming, d6 is
d4 a big
coming.
move.
I mean, this is.
D4 is a big move. It's a big move. I think black has definitely lost a thread here. Okay, pawn takes. And what now? Like this. And d5.
Okay,
d5 to
d5,
6?
d5. I've got queen c4, eh? c5.
You're right. I don't want to allow that. Knight b3 first. Good, yeah. Knight b3 first.
And now the problem is the knight's got a hole on c5.
And now knight you sit beautifully on c1. Now white is better.
Yeah,
Because
white is in the driving seat here.
Yeah, knight c6 is first. You have to defend your rook.
Oh, there goes the knight. Oh,
Resigns, yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's fatigue. It's fatigue.
definitely fatigue, but also blunder time, right? Under 3 minutes, the blunders come flying fast.
Yeah.
Look, I wouldn't give up this position just yet. I would definitely play a little bit longer for black, but I mean, in all seriousness, it is game over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's resignable. I mean, I play rook c3, rook c1, then I play d5, d6, and you resign.
Yeah.
You got no chance, nothing. The queen on b4 stops the pawns from advancing, and if you cannot advance this pawn, you got nothing. Yeah? So there are no tricks. There's nothing. Yeah, that's a painful one.
Well, that's what Khadija needed, and that puts her on the second point as well.
Oh yeah, desperation, f5. Yeah, time to resign.
Yeah, there's very little here for
Yeah.
black.
Okay, queen g5 is last threat, yeah?
Yeah.
So just play on f6. Yeah. f6 and it's over. And white's got a lot of time, 3 minutes, It's just a lot of time. Queen f8 on the move to try and play queen h6. Rook c3. Resigns.
Well, I can tell you who's not making it to the semi-finals now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Megan does not make it to the semi-finals because all the girls are on 2 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, this is unfortunately, there's nothing to, yeah. And time, so basically every disadvantage you can dream of.
Yeah. No, I mean it's noble to try, but I mean, you know what the sad part is? White has the move order queen e4, queen d4, queen e3, queen g5. You can't stop any of this.
Yeah. But why should just touch her? Rook a3, just touch her. Yeah, exactly. Just deny anything, any counterplay, any.
Rook b1 is a nasty threat.
Yeah, this is just black getting tortured.
Yeah.
And they come to queen d2.
Yeah, queen d2, easy.
Okay, king h8. Huh?
No, queen h6 was better. Queen h6 was better. Unstoppable mate. This is also mate. Doesn't matter. Queen g7, queen g8 is mate as well. The knight's covering d7.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, if you blunder a whole knight like that, it's not.
Yeah, no.
It's not. You can't fight.
And there it is.
Mm.
So if we go to the results, we will see that Rebecca's on 2, Khadijah's on 2, Lauren is on 2, and Jessie is on 2. And it doesn't matter what Megan does, she can't catch the other 4. So in round 5 there are pretty much playing for their semi-final spots. Who's 1, who's 2, who's 3, who's 4. Effectively.
Mm. Yeah, it looks like fatigue set in there, guys.
Yeah, that was a tiring round, that one.
I'm sorry, I had to exchange the dragons. I mean, the fun is to keep the dragons, but like just a pawn up, you know, and my pawns are like, so just like, you know, it's not about you just simplify it.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't avoid that exchange. I looked. I don't think there was any way I could avoid that. But yeah, no, you were.
I went for that because it's forced.
Mm.
And
One we thought.
looking at you doing the dragon things, I was like, no, I'm not with Lauren.
And I thought maybe even with the pawn down with the dragons, it's still okay because I'm a good actor. But I think I just I pushed too soon there in the center, and then I lost.
What we thought. When your knight was on d4, when Khadija played what was it?
Bishop c3.
Dragon c3. Just leave it because the knight on a1 is out of the game, and if she exchanges before you take back. Leave the knight on d4. Just play queen e7. Queen e7, because your knight on d4 is sitting pretty. You know?
Yeah.
And I just thought positionally you were okay there.
Yeah, I thought it was okay there. But yeah, no, well done there, Khadija.
In fact, in your game, we looked at, instead of playing dragon bishop takes dragon bishop with pawn taking c3, you play queen e7. And
if I like just take, she takes the dragon, and then I play f4 still.
Yeah, but you can play. That's fine to play f4. The disadvantage that you've got in that position is that your knight on a1 is going nowhere. It's out. So you're technically playing a piece down anyway. So you can push those pawns in the center. Once black castles king side and puts the rook on c8, the advantage on the queen side for black is a little bit better than for white.
Yeah.
Whereas when you traded that, you just enforced the center and allowed whites to pretty much go, I don't care what you're doing, I'm controlling this, you can't do much.
Yeah, no, definitely.
My knight can't go anywhere. Can't say after playing f4, my knight can go to c2.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking, Khadija, that if you play f4, I play b3. Now your knight can move.
Ah.
And, you know, then it looks very difficult for white.
No.
I can play, but I think flexion.
I can still have a rook to c1, a rook to c3, I believe, or rook just like doubling the rook. No, I can't because I have to move my king first.
Exactly, it's difficult. It's a difficult position. Yeah.
Definitely challenging.
Is Rebecca around? Rebecca!
Hi.
I'm so glad for you to join us. I want to know, between you and your opponent, why don't you like winning queens? Just out there.
You see, when you get really excited that you can block a knight check with a pawn, dragon check with a pawn, why would you save your queen? You have to do the fancy pawn blocking move. That was my logic. And I did immediately after that see that my queen was being attacked.
Yes, and then
you know what, dragon bishops are confusing. A queen is a dragon bishop.
Now you had this lovely move, knight d5, right? You played this knight to d5 twice. There was a magical square called e7, where knight goes to e7, checks the king, wins the queen. Ignored it twice.
Once again, bishop knight. Yeah. Yes, that is very true. I see that now.
It was very difficult for the commentators.
Something to commentate on, and everyone can see that you know the game very well, and you, the entertainment, the content.
Content. I will say that Paul, myself, and Watu had no idea. We stopped trying to guess what your moves were because whatever we said wasn't happening.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's So that's a good thing.
Um,
And you're not out of the game as long as the dragon bishops are still on, or the dragons are still on the board. You still have a chance.
you still have a
Even if
chance.
you're like all the material done, yes.
With results to the scores, the update for you guys. Megan, I'm very sorry to say that whether you win this round or not, you will not be making the semi-finals. Everybody else is on 2 points, unfortunately. But you can ruin someone's day by stopping them from being either semi-finalist 1, 2, or 3. You can decide where they're going to finish for that.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna have fun just.
Lauren, you can now go have your lunch break and have a quick bite to eat. I don't know what if yours is samosas and rotis or whatever.
I wish.
But you.
Yeah, I think I need this break.
But it definitely seemed like in this last game that fatigue was playing a role on everyone. There was definitely some very intriguing moves. Let's use that option.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if I want to watch the replay of this team and hear what the commentary
No, but we were not brutal. We just said, oh, they are tired.
Just having fun. Yeah, no, good luck everybody else. I will then see you after the lunch break probably. What time would the semi-finals or the quarterfinals, what is it, semi-finals start?
Let me just check the schedule quickly. I'll tell you what time they start. We can at least start that on time, which is quite nice. Let's see. So 1 o'clock is the first semi-final.
Okay, fantastic. Then I'll see you guys then.
Perfect. See you then.
Bye-bye.
Guys, Andrew, unfortunately, I have to leave you.
Oh, what else? Enjoying your wisdom. I'm now going to be talking about outposts the whole day.
It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for joining us, Watu.
Thank you guys for the exciting game. Good luck forever. I really enjoyed it.
Cheers, Watu. Thanks, Watu. Bye.
Thanks, Watu. Bye.
So yeah, if you guys want to start your round 5, we can get cracking on to round 5.
Good luck, Megan.
Thanks, Khadija. You too.
Back. Okay. I'll send a challenge now.
Let's go have a look. Right.